Hello there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Courtney. I'm a flower preservationist and business educator and coach, and I am here to teach you all the tips and tricks for building and growing your flower preservation business. In today's video, I am going to show you how I trim and clean up my resin pieces once I have demolded them after I've poured them. This was a special request from one of you, and I am so excited to show you. So let's get started. So I like to start with the back because it's got kind of some rough edges. I like to use a box cutter for doing this and also a nail buffing block. What I'll do is I'll use the box cutter, kind of go around the back edges first just to kind of clean them up just a little bit. Just go real nice and easy. I know there are several of you who are probably going, you are not supposed to use a knife coming towards you, but I've been doing this for probably 20 years as an artist, so I actually am very good at using it. I haven't cut myself yet. Famous last words. But anyway, as long as you're going slow and you have everything set up correctly, you shouldn't hurt yourself. So I just go around the back side and on the edges, just kind of trim it up a little bit. It's just a little rough from the resin kind of seeping into the little cracks of the holes. Remember, these molds are handmade by people, so they're not going to be perfect, which is why we have to trim them a little bit, but it's all right. So we're just going around, and you can see me, like, after I trim it off, I'll use my finger to kind of test it to see how sharp it still is. If it's still a little sharp or a little rough, I will just go over it again just to make sure it's nice and smooth. I'll do all four sides and all four corners, or all four back sides and all four corners. You can also use what's called a deburring tool. Like if a box cutter scares you, that's totally fine. There is a tool called a deburring tool that a lot of people use. I attempted to use it. I attempted to use a deburring tool and it did not work for me. So I did try. I just feel more comfortable with the box cutter. Also, I highly suggest wearing pants of some kind, not shorts, otherwise you will just scratch your legs. The next thing we're going to do is take the corners off. These are probably the sharpest part of the piece, so I just cut off the corners a little bit. Make it flat with the rest of the sides of the piece because they are taller than that. So I'm just kind of evening it out. It also makes it easier to trim the sides if you cut the corner first. So now I'm going to very carefully trim the sides. Same thing, like take my finger across, make sure that it is smooth. And just do this same thing for all four sides. Again, if you just go nice and slow, and the slow, like going slow isn't even about like safety. I mean, it is, but it's also like for the piece. If you're going too fast, you can end up nicking the piece and, you know, maybe digging or cutting too deep onto the wall. I like to keep this lip on my piece, especially because for top coating. It's so much easier, in my opinion, to top coat pieces that have a lip. I don't have to worry about the resin falling over the sides. I don't have to tape my pieces. I don't have to do any of that. The lip keeps the resin from falling over. So I am basically just trimming off the rough excess of these sides. Just making it a little smoother, but still leaving that lip there. If you want to, you can take the whole lip off yourself. If you want to do that, I know there are people that do that just take the whole lip off. And if the piece is clear like this one is on top, there's nothing wrong with it, no hair, no smudges or scratches or anything like that, you can deliver the piece like that. I actually did that in the very beginning, just started. I didn't top coat pieces, I just delivered them as you see them here. Now we top coat everything, but anyway. So if you'll notice, my voice is obviously not working with my hands. I was talking in the video originally, but for some reason my camera did not actually capture the audio. So what you are hearing and what you are seeing are not coming together. But what I was just explaining was that I am now switching over to my nail buffer block to just kind of smooth out all of the edges. So I use the box cutter to take off the very harsh excess of these sides in the trimming it, and then I use the nail buffer to make it just a little bit smoother. So I do about 2 passes on each side, check it with my finger to make sure it's nice and smooth, and if I missed anything I'll go back. But it usually, if you cut enough off, if you cut it right, you should only have to do 2 passes with the nail buffer. And we're just using the file side of this buffer block, not all of the other sides, just the file side. There's a little rough spot right there, so just keep going until it's nice and smooth. I hope this video was helpful. If you enjoyed this video, make sure that you like it and that you subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, so that you can be notified of when our next videos come out. As always, if you have any questions about what I showed you, ask them down in the comments and I'll be able to answer them for you. And if you ever have any requests for videos like this one that I made today, put those in the comments as well and I'd be more than happy to make a video. I hope you guys have a great week and I'll see you next time. Bye.